Has he just been unlucky this year, or is there something specific with Brett Cecil that you've seen?
No, I just don't think that it's all about luck. I think he hasn't had that good quality fastball that sets up his curveball. He's got one of the best curveballs in the game, but he's been bouncing a lot of them, and I think he's recognized that he's a little bit off with his curveball. He's talked about it in the past, last couple of weeks. But, there's a measure of luck, but at the same time, you have to create your own situations and get some outs in tough situations. Their job is a tough one, but I just always harken back to what David Price said when he first got to the Blue Jays last year. If you don't like it, pitch better.
Yeah.
And I think that's the whole situation here. Everybody's got to pick it up a little bit. And, that's a unit down there. They all feel like they play off one another. And as a unit, they've got to step it up a little bit.
What about the reaction from Marcus Stroman as he was in the dugout watching things go haywire there in the seventh inning? Can that affect a team? How do you think the Blue Jays and maybe the relief corps is responding or views what Marcus Stroman did in the dugout, or do they understand, like John Gibbons apparently does, that he's just mad at himself?
Yeah, I think he's totally mad at himself for not getting out of that inning. I think it was a situation where he said, "This is my game. I want to finish the inning," and then because he had to come out of the game, I think he was disappointed. I know he slapped the bench and he walked down. I mean, he was upset. He's a very competitive guy, and there's not a better teammate on that team than Marcus Stroman. And I don't think anything he did was meant to interpret his disappointment with the performance of the pitchers that followed him. I think he was disappointed for the team that they had a 5-1 lead and they let it go. And he felt like, I should have been out there and finishing that inning, and then everything would have been fine. So, I don't read anything into it, and I don't think any of the players do either.
Talking to Buck Martinez, I'm Ben Ennis, in for Jeff Blair on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Another bizarre way to end a game. The Blue Jays have already lost on a walk-off pass ball this season in Baltimore to the Orioles. And yesterday, Troy Tulowitzki gets hit with the grounder off the bat of Michael Saunders, and it looked like Saunders was probably going to beat out the play at first base unless Brett Laurie was able to turn and, I guess, get Tulo at second base. What did you make of that final play to end the game yesterday?
It was very bizarre, and it kind of reflects the way this ball club has gotten to a 10-11 record. There's a lot of things going on, and Tulowitzki has it in his mind that he's going to try to distract it. It wasn't hit slow enough so he could go by, or hard enough that he wasn't going to get there yet. So he was just trying to stutter step his way in front of Laurie and let the ball go past him. And you're right, it looked like Saunders was going to beat the play, but it bounced up, took a hop on that turf, and hit Tulowitzki to end the game. A very bizarre way to end the game. Michael Saunders gets a base hit, and the game is over.